What's up, guys? It's your boy Kid Clutch, and today we're going to be talking about the anime Tokyo Revengers. Now, Tokyo Revengers just finished its first season of 24 episodes, and it's gained a pretty good amount of popularity since the beginning of the series. And for me, it's actually a pretty peculiar anime because it's not a really standard superpower fighting anime that I normally enjoy, but I actually did enjoy the whole anime. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens in the manga or happens in the anime itself because I want this to be a video where if you haven't seen the anime, maybe this helps you and gives you a little motivation to actually want to watch it. But on the same token, if you have watched it, I'm going to be talking about things that if you've watched it, you know. If you haven't watched, you're going to find out, essentially. Now, the thing about Tokyo Revengers is the first season just finished, and my god, this series was amazing. So good, in fact, that about 17 episodes in, I could not wait week to watch the next episode. So I binge read the manga in 2 days, about 160, 170 chapters in 2 whole days, because I was so into the anime and I really just wanted to know what happened and I could not wait. With that being said, Tokyo Revengers has some great potential. As a newer gen anime, it has a lot of shoes to fill and everything, but it has potential to be one of the greatest animes ever. If you haven't watched it, then I really advise you to watch it because it does things in a different way, in a really unique way that is actually very enjoyable. First things first, though, if I'm being honest, after about the first 2 or 3 episodes, I was really thinking about dropping this anime. Now, obviously, like I said, this anime is good, so if you've seen the first 2 episodes or you're thinking, oh, that does make it, it's so good, but the first 2 or 3 episodes really kind of bored me, and I really wasn't into it that much, especially because Takemichi, the main character, isn't the standard main character that I really like, and is actually one of the more characters that I dislike. But Takemichi really grew on me as a character, and the anime did a really good job of growing Takemichi and kind of making us really enjoy his character and like his little quirks and little mannerisms. If you haven't watched Tokyo Revengers, it deals with time travel and middle school to high school gangs in which there's murders and there's delinquency and there's like external internal conflicts between the gangs and power struggles of that nature, and it gets a little more complicated than that, but it's actually a very good concept and I really enjoyed everything about it because it does a really cool aspect to the time travel portion of it, and it has a really nice array of characters that actually make or break the actual script and the actual storyline of the anime. The first thing that I would say about this anime that is really well done with the characters, like I just said, Takemichi as a main character is hands down one of the main reasons that you actually start enjoying the character, because he starts off as this really timid and not confident character, but he grows as a character and has very good character development throughout the whole series. I'm not one of those people who like characters that don't really have a potential of like in terms of strength, or they're really timid and they don't have confidence in themselves, but I can respect when you take character and grow them into a character that gains a little more confidence and make them more a realistic character that isn't the strongest or isn't the most confident, but does what they need to do and does what the plot requires of them. If you look at episode 1 of Takemichi and then the final episode of the season, they're 2 completely different characters. And then if you read into the manga, Takemichi now in the manga is so different than who he was. He still has like the same mannerisms and the same concepts of him, but his attitude and everything about him kind of changes, and he actually has more confidence and believes in himself. The next character that I want to talk about is the character that I would recommend if you're watching the series to keep going until you meet this character, because this character legitimately changes the whole anime and makes it a lot more enjoyable, and that character is Mikey. If you read or watched the anime, you know who I'm talking about. You know why I'm saying this, because Mikey, I think, is probably the best written character in that series. And I mean, he symbolizes so many things, and he symbolizes this beacon of strength, but he's this young kid that has so much on his plate and he has so many things that he has to try to accomplish and try to do, but he has this little quirkiness to his character, and like when he's serious he's a completely different type of character, but when he's around people that he actually likes he's different. He's such a good character. I don't want to spoil a bunch of things, but if you watch the series you understand how good of a character Mikey is, and if you haven't watched the series and you're planning on it, I really recommend meeting Mikey, seeing what he's all about, and then if you dislike it at that point, drop it. But I have extreme confidence if once you meet Mikey, you will start liking the anime or the series like 10 times more. The next is the story. Like I said, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but Time travel is not really my thing, but the unique twist and aspect that Tokyo Revengers does with time travel, I actually do like, and I think it does it a really well job because it takes kind of your conventional time travel where you can go back into the past and change something to where if it happens in the past you can't change it, but if it happens in the future you can change it. That's all I'm going to say about it, but I really like that concept and that storyline, plus with all the gangs and stuff and everything about it. It's just really cool how the characters hold themselves in high regard, and all like the different captains and different leaders and stuff of each of the gangs have this little different aura and just kind of appeal to them that really makes it really enjoyable and really interesting to kind of see who's on top, and like this power struggle of tiers is really dope. I can't recommend this anime enough because I just think it does a really good job, and it's really something you wouldn't expect. Next, I mean, the animation, it's a new gen anime, it's solid. There's nothing to write home about. There's no crazy spectacular visuals or fight scenes, but it has very crisp movement, very good character designs, very good character interactions, and very good character like faces and character appeals and everything about that. So I think it does a really good job of balancing where it's not too over the top, but it's not bad at all. Or one of the best things I like about this anime is the character design. There are so many characters in this anime, and a lot of animes can't really juggle that many characters without kind of falling short on some of them. But I think that it actually does a good job in juggling so many different characters, and then so many characters have like such unique designs. Mikey, Draken, Takemichi, a lot of the Tomon characters have such unique designs, and a lot of the rival gangs have really unique designs and stuff, and I really enjoy it. Their fits are very cool. Like Tomon has a very cool jacket, and the bomber jacket is so dope. Valhalla, like everything about Tokyo Revengers, the designs just really scream unique and cool towards me. I'm like, I want to get one of the jackets because I want to seem cool. Like it's just how it is. But mainly Tokyo Revengers, I mean, trust me, I'm not kidding when I say this. In the anime and the manga, there has not been one bad arc. And I mean that with like utter sincerity. And it's not like it's a short anime either. It's the manga has gone to pretty great lengths and detail, and to not have a bad arc and to never miss with your arcs and how everything happens is very impressive. I can't stress this enough. Like when I say Tokyo Revengers has got some incredible potential, and it's gonna be one of the greatest animes ever when it comes to like non-fighting and not one of like the standard shonens. Maybe it could eclipse them too, but when I say like don't sleep on this anime, I mean it.